Hello!
Hi.
Welcome to another edition of LOUDdispatch! It's a very special 27th episode edition!
Oh, yeah, you were right. Last was 26. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew.
Hi, everybody. I'm here, too.
Yeah.
Welcome to LOUDdispatch.
Anyway, it's
Mark,
your host.
Cheech.
Yeah, us guys.
I got it. Don't worry.
Thank you. Stepping all over things, mumbling all around.
How yinz guys doing in that?
Yinz guys good. Anyway, like I said, this is a special Yinzers edition of the Super Bowl.
Hey!
Yeah, go Steelers, man.
They're not in it.
Wait, what?
They're not in it.
No, the Steelers are in the Super. That's why we're having this podcast, because the Steelers are in the Super.
They're not in it.
What the?
They're not in it.
So they're just not having
Tom Brady's like 100th.
Wait.
And yep.
So you're saying that they're just not having a Super Bowl?
No, they're having a Super Bowl.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes, they know.
No,
I mean, the Steelers aren't always in the Super Bowl.
No, they are.
No, they're not. In fact, more often than not, they're not in it.
I'm going to go ahead and call bullshit on that one.
You got to look it up.
Yinz all agree with me, right?
Yinz all.
Steelers are our Steelers are always in the Super Bowl.
Them their Steelers.
They're always in the Super Bowl, all right?
Yeah, no, they're not in this one. It's Tampa Bay, boo. Brady, boo. Antonio Brown, double boo. And it is also the Chiefs, who I'm okay with watching a repeat.
Honestly, I don't give a shit.
I just don't want Tom Brady to win. I could care. It could be a bunch of 8th graders.
I don't even know why I hate on Brady. He seems like a nice guy. Like,
have you seen him reading mean tweets?
Yes.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
So good. So good.
It's good. But no, I mean, so I don't like Brady, but I don't like the Patriots more. It was more the Patriots than Brady.
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing him in goddamn Super Bowls. But you can't deny that he goes to a new team in the first season and takes him to the fucking Super Bowl.
Dude,
you can't deny how good he is. Yinz can't deny how good he is.
Yinz can't deny.
You can't deny it, Nat. So
we wanted to just bring up the fact that we Yinzers always respect our Pittsburgh Steelers, and
we love them.
In this season of LOUDdispatch, season 2, we would like to delve more into the fact that we are from Pittsburgh, born and fucking raised.
Pittsburgh and that.
And let me tell you, we got some Yinzers in the house. Yep. We don't always talk like it, but like
we shop at Giant Eagle.
We do shop at Giant Eagle.
The Big Bird.
We love our Steelers.
Our Pens. We give a shit less about the Pirates.
We go downtown all the time.
Downtown and down there and
up there in Polish Hill.
Yep, we go Polish Hill. We go down a point.
We do go down a point.
That regatta.
Yeah. You got a regatta. Regatta.
So when I do a Pittsburghese accent,
sure,
I give it a very Western Southern kind of slang.
Yeah. It's
down there and that.
I think the Yinzer accent is more like kind of laid back, but like also like you're just too lazy.
It's lazy. It is.
You're like too lazy to like put the effort into like enunciating all of the things.
Year after year, we get the award for the ugliest. What do they call it? Like dialect or whatever.
I could see that.
Yeah. Yins and that,
if you haven't seen Pittsburgh Dad, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Check out Pittsburgh Dad.
This is exactly what every Pittsburgher talks like, and it's so funny because especially whenever they get into screaming matches, you ever get into a screaming match with a real and we're Yinzers, right? So like when we get into screaming matches with other Yinzers, it's always like, hey, what Yin's doing in that? Why Yinz always got to be coming around here?
Yinz talking shit. Yinz talking shit.
Yinz got a problem?
Yinz want to go?
Yinz want to go?
Yinz want to go on that?
Yinz want to go? We can take it right there. Right? Yinz right there. We'll take it.
Meet me behind Permanis.
Which brings us, which I would like to say also brings me to our first officially licensed product. Mark, if you'd like to bring it out. We would like to demonstrate the new Pittsburgh LOUDdispatch parking chair. That's correct. Are you seeing
Good
this,
high
people?
quality. It's good high quality steel.
Yeah. Well,
Light. It's well, no,
it's light. We'll leave it at that.
It's not aluminum. It's steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's good plastic, weatherproof plastic with a nice little weatherproof cushion on it. You know, because Pittsburgh gets pretty shitty with the weather, and
it does, and you got to protect your spot, right?
Yeah,
how else better than with a fucking chair?
Yeah, a LOUDdispatch.
LOUDdispatch. Mark, would you like to tell them about the features of the chair?
The features of the chair are durable construction, weatherproof.
Yes,
it's got a nice executive look to it.
Yes,
good smooth opening and closing.
Yes, it even works as an actual chair.
And you could use it as a chair, but it is designed to be used to save your parking spot in the South Side and other places in Pittsburgh.
Anywhere.
You know, for those of you from Pittsburgh, you understand.
Yes.
Those of you that are not, this is actually not a sitting chair. It could be used as one. It's strong enough.
Yes.
It is a parking chair.
Yes, it is a parking chair.
You put it in your parking spot outside of your house whenever you leave.
Yes. And if somebody tries to take your spot and move your chair, it automatically makes a sound.
It's got an IUD.
Yeah.
I mean, IED built into it.
Yes.
Yeah, not an IUD. It's not birth control. So here, and it's a good quality. What's this retail at, Cheech? $400 or $500
at least.
We're willing to let it go for $59.99.
We're willing to let it go for anybody that wants it. If you write it, like if you send us a message like, "Yo, can I get that?"
Why we don't make any money.
I will take this chair. I will put it out there, and I will take a picture and send it to you guys. You know what? It would be worth it.
I'll tell you what. Yes, but you got to send it back unless you're paying $60. This is why you don't make any money. You want to give it all away.
I just want people to listen and enjoy.
Yeah,
I want to give it back to Pittsburgh. That's what I want to do.
If somebody wants the LOUDdispatch parking chair, reach out to us.
Yes, reach out to us. P.O. Box LOUDdispatch parking chair.
Yeah, no, reach out to us on social media.
He said,
"I check it. Don't worry."
Hey, I check it too. I'm just not as able to.
Yeah, I sit in front of a computer all day at work.
Yeah, and
so it's
I work
easier
around
to get stuff done.
I work around flour and products that phones and flour don't mix. By the way, just so you guys know. Yeah.
So I want to cover something real quick. So those of you that watched last episode,
yes.
I want to say thank you to fatassglass.com again. Use code LOUD for 10% off at fatassglass.com.
That's fatassglass.com.
FATASSGLASS.com.
If nothing else, get yourself some cool stickers.
Yeah, there are some great stickers. I still have to use mine.
Well, there's one on the computer.
Yeah, but I need another one.
Who else did you want to talk about today?
I also want to talk about Lighter Bro. So get yourself a Bic lighter and a Lighter Bro, put them together, and you got yourself a tool for the ages. So lighterbro.com.
Hold on one second.
For Fat Ass Glass and Lighter Bro, if you ever want us to do your commercial voiceovers, we'd love to.
We'd love to.
I would be more serious.
By the way,
for you.
Hold on one second. Hey, so we're back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. It happens.
Yeah, so those are we want to thank Lighter Bro and fatassglass.com. Use code LOUD.
What's the other one?
The other one is the Buddy Bandana.
Bandana. I always get that wrong.
Code WOOF. WOOF for 20% off, I believe. In that place you can get matching swag for you and your pet. And all the proceeds benefit sheltered animals. So we definitely love them and care about them. We have not a link tree, but we have a, what's it called? Follow page or a grow page or something.
Check it out. Tell your friends.
Yeah. So it lists all these sites and our discounts and our social media and crap. So it's going to be shared around.
That's enough of that shit.
Woo!
We've done enough promoting.
Business
over. Let's talk Pittsburgh. Let's talk 412. Let's talk PGH. Let me ask the people out there that are listening and watching this podcast, What is your favorite Pittsburgh moment, or what do you think makes Pittsburgh stand out from other people?
The Immaculate Reception.
Oh my God, there's so many of them. Though.
Well, it's great. We have the Immaculate Reception.
We do.
Yeah, the Immaculate Reception, and then we have the Immaculate Interception, which wasn't that whenever James Harrison, caught that, or it might have something to do with Paul Marlowe. I can't remember. One of them is called the Immaculate Interception.
Google it, man. You got Siri.
Hey Siri. Let's see what Siri does. Siri's fun. Hey Siri. What is
Hello, Master of the Universe.
Yes.
No.
I got a new phone and
Quite catch that.
oh, shut up, Siri. Siri.
We actually both got new phones.
Shut up,
Mark.
I seem to be having trouble.
Siri.
Sorry about that.
Hey Siri.
I mean,
Fuck, I forget my question now.
if you're having problems, I can always look it up.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, you're such an idiot. But what's my name? Hey Siri.
Okay, Google.
What's my name?
What was the Immaculate Reception?
No.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
No, we want to know the Immaculate Interception.
Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, Google.
Oh, Christ.
What is the Immaculate Interception?
Interception.
These are the top results.
She sounds like Siri. Uh,
That's not exactly what I was looking for.
yeah, right here.
Yeah.
It's James Harrison.
There
It's
we
when
go.
James Harrison in Super Bowl 46 or whatever
Just-
caught an interception on the 1 yard line and ran it all the way back. It was the longest interception for a touchdown.
can I say that he?
Yes.
I mean, we're not even going to play the whole clip because we'll probably get sued by like the NFL. But you get the idea. He catches the ball. Everybody cheers.
Stumbles his big ass all the way down.
Boom! There we go, and that's it. So we are a town that is very proud of our sports figures and our sports in general. We don't have a baseball team, so if we did, we'd be proud of them. But we're proud of our ice hockey team. We're proud of our
we love our college sports,
football team,
Pitt,
college sports, and
But we're also a food mecca now. Pittsburgh has become a big food mecca.
We are, which is kind of weird. Like you can literally get any kind of food you want within like a 20-mile radius.
Oh yeah, and think about Permane Brothers. Those of you that aren't familiar, it's a sandwich on some badass Italian bread.
Real quick, I would like to preface this, not to interrupt you, but I want to preface this with the fact that I understand that every town has their foods or whatever.
Yeah.
But Pittsburgh, we're kind of unique, and I might be partial because I live here and I was born here and raised here, and I love this fucking town. But continue with Permane Brothers for those who are listening that don't know what a Permane Brothers sandwich is.
Permane Brothers sandwich is a meat, coleslaw, tomato, and French fries on a 2 large slices of Italian bread.
Yeah.
And it is just an absolute, even Pittsburghers, some love it, some hate it. Me personally, I think it's amazing.
Regardless, though, you're like Permane Brothers, Pittsburgh. Yep,
yeah, it's a Pittsburgh. Now it's they're in Florida and other places also now, but Pittsburgh is where it originated.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. But what else? I mean, Pittsburgh isn't there's Chicago deep dish pizza, New York style, and we don't have a pizza style.
If we're talking food wise, Pittsburghese, Pittsburgh people put pierogies,
ranch on everything, Heinz motherfucking ketchup.
Look, you buy anything, you buy that goddamn fancy sauce, get the fuck out of my house.
Hunt's?
What the fuck is that shit?
Hunt's?
No, you buy Heinz 57.
That sounds like a bad whiskey. Hunt's.
I don't even care if it's $6 more for 4 ounces less. I'm still gonna be
I'll pay the difference.
I'm gonna get the 57. Yep, that's why. Because that's where we're
best.
from. Yeah, it's the best.
Who was it? A Kennywood that switched from Heinz to Hunt's, and they had to switch back within a week because everybody boycotted. And
I don't know if it was Kennywood, but it was definitely one of
one of the big parts. Kennywood's a big old amusement park we have here.
Oh my God, Kennywood!
Yeah,
I'm surprised there's not more people that have died at Kennywood, or maybe it was just a big cover up. I don't know. I worked. Everybody
Did you work there?
Yeah,
I never did.
I worked there for years, man.
Did you really?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. And let me tell you, like, for real. So Kennywood is this theme park, right? That if you don't know about it, what it is it's
one of the oldest wooden roller coasters.
Yeah, it's got like all these coasters, and it's got like
New and old.
It's basically like a theme park. It's an
amusement park. Yeah.
Let's rephrase that. It's an amusement park. They used to have shows and like these big coasters.
It dates back to the late 1800s is when it opened.
It sure does. It used to have a giant swimming pool, which is now what is it? Sandcastle. So we have a water park and we have Kennywood, like, which is an amusement park. But Kennywood is one of those places where if you worked there, right, like you met people from every part of Pittsburgh, and you all stayed friends. Like you all know each other. You've all grown up with together, and it's crazy.
Kind of a family atmosphere, right?
It was. They used to have these parties once a month. They used to have like movie outings for their employees. They used to even go as far as to like, because it was only seasonal, it was only for the summer. But they would even have these, like, you could join like baseball teams and football teams, and like they would have like little gatherings, and the winner, like whatever teams like from whatever department like won would like get extra stuff, or they'd get a bonus, or they'd get, you know, whatever it was. You got into the park. If you were an employee, you got into the park for free. So, and you could take somebody else with you for free. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Well, you know, let's talk about how cool they are. So last year, my wife and I bought our season passes for the first year. Last year was a big COVID. It was just a mess. Right. They were open for a little while, and it was very limited numbers. They were cool enough to extend the season passes into this year. Yeah. Which is awesome. You know, we never got to use them, and they're not cheap. They're worth it if you go more than a couple times, though. Yeah. You know, we tend to go a few times a year. I tell you, it's great that they have old coasters, new coasters, the Thunderbolt, the Racers, and the Jackrabbit are two of the oldest coasters in the world. Thunderbolt is one of the top 10 usually wooden coasters in the world. Yep. You know, it's a great place. Love it.
They get roller coasters.
Yinz will love it, and them their potato attached fries.
And, them potato attached fries. My goodness, they're so good. Oh. It's amazing.
It's my favorite ride. I ride it like 3 times a day.
Yeah. Potato patch fries are another Pittsburgh food.
Yep.
They're
thick cut French fries.
Yeah, they're duplicated at like other places, but potato patch is like, come on, that's
what do they call them? Steak fries is what they are with cheese.
Kind of, but like what you don't understand is like the employees at like Kennywood would actually slice the potatoes into a sink. So every order of potatoes,
they're hand cut.
They were hand cut, and like, dude, it was crazy. Like, it was always the busiest stand, and there was always like a ton of people there. Like,
there's eight registers, and every one of them has 30 people in line. You know,
it's crazy. All the time. It is crazy.
Oh, I love me. So you know, when we were kids and you'd run around there with your parents, it was massive, and then you became a teenager. And you ran around it with your friends, and it was still somewhat big. Right. Now you go there, and it's like, wow, it's not. They packed a ton of shit into a tiny area,
into a real tiny space.
It's not that big.
No, there's stuff on stuff. I mean,
of stuff. You can walk across it in 5 minutes.
Absolutely, from Lost Kennywood to the exit.
Yeah. You know. Oh, hell, less. You could probably, at a brisk pace, you could probably hit it in 2.5 or 3.
You know what's funny, though? They did put in a new coaster this year.
They did. I haven't gotten to ride it.
What was it called?
The Steel Curtain. Yep.
For our Stellars, the Super Bowl tonight.
Stellars. No.
Steal it.
No, remember.
God damn, I keep forgetting.
Tom Brady, 10th Super Bowl appearance.
Whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares. There's no Super Bowl tonight.
Hey, Brady, read this tweet.
Whoa! Why so aggressive? I thought we didn't like New England. Brady was okay.
I still don't like them.
All right. Well, I'll give you that.
I don't hate them. I hate New England.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So with that, you know,
I flick off my best friend. So you know,
if you look around Pittsburgh, right, like there's a ton of local comedians, a total local actors, like film producers. There's multimedia companies, like, and I'm sure big towns have them as well. But Pittsburgh is one of those like blue collar, like put your shit together and get yourself to work, like type of towns. Do manual labor, get a paycheck, go home, entertainment, whatever that may be, and like chill. And like, that's how we yinzers are. We have our routines. We have our things that we do. When things get out of whack, we're like,
Angry.
ain't nobody taking my parking chair, my parking spot. Like, you just, that's how you get. Like, you know what I mean?
You know, as somebody who doesn't live in the city, you're technically considered city living, but it's not the same as like down the south side.
I'm literally like, right down the street from me is considered city of Pittsburgh. So
yeah, and like it's very frustrating when you go somewhere like the south side is our big party street. All the bands play there, and big bars and clubs. And
I'm gonna ask you a question.
And like, I'll tell you, I've gone. You know, I could probably remember a dozen times that I've gone down there with people after 9 o'clock and left by 10 without ever finding a parking spot.
Yep.
And just being like, fine, let's go home and drink.
Yep.
And it is frustrating, but I get it. It's probably just as frustrating to own part of that street or rent part of it and not even be able to use it.
So let me ask you this. When was the last time that you were down on the south side to drink? How old are you? How
I'm 38.
Okay.
Last time I was there to drink was
like with your boys
3 years ago. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
And Cassie was pregnant. That's what I remember. So she couldn't drink. So we went down. That's when a lot of people found out because she wasn't drinking. And there,
right.
There's only going to be a couple reasons.
Right. Speaking of the St. Patrick's Day parade in Pittsburgh,
we're the second best in America.
Crazy.
Bunch of Polish and Dago wops here, and
interestingly,
I'm allowed to say that because I am one.
I'm gonna throw a little quick story out there to a buddy of mine who's gonna be on a buddy of ours who's gonna be on the show here real soon. His name's BJ.
Oh yeah, Beej.
And he might find this embarrassing, but I highly doubt he's even gonna listen to it. So. BJ met his future wife. Their first date was actually to the Irish Day parade, the St. Patty's Day parade. And we should have known from the beginning that it was going to be a bad move. Because you don't understand. Our group of friends are drinkers. Like, I know Pittsburghers are like, oh yeah,
Pittsburgh, a football town. No, a drinking town with a football problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I know people are going to be out there and they're going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. I can outdrink you. Yeah, you probably maybe, but chances are we're going to, after we throw up, we're going to get back up and keep drinking.
As an overall generational to generation body of work, Pittsburgh has most places beat.
The Still Mills in Homestead were literally set up like on every corner there was a bar and a church all the way up the hill. And we're talking like probably a good 20 like bar church. So this is the type of town that we live in, right? Anyway, so BJ and his future wife would go on to go to the St. Patty's Day parade together. BJ and I are very, very close friends. We've known each other since high school, and BJ proceeds to get obnoxiously drunk, as does his future wife. Mind you, this is their first date. They get a ride home. BJ gets drunk, sick in the car, and his wife hands him her purse to throw up in. A brand new purse to throw up in.
Oh, what a woman.
Not only that, whenever they got back to the band house, mind you, because all the band members live in a house together. Once we got back to the band house, she got him back to like drinking again, because that's what we do. And then like proceeded to clean out her purse and go, nothing's wrong. Stayed the night, and it has been that way ever since. And like, this is what I'm talking about whenever, and she's not even from Pittsburgh. She just understands Pittsburgh men. Like, BJ is the most like hardworking dude I've ever met in my entire life. And like, I love the dude to death. And like, I have only seen BJ get sick a handful of times.
I don't know if I ever have.
Right. And he drinks. He's good.
He can drink. Yeah.
He's good. He's good. All right. Like, he should celebrate the St. Patty's Day parade.
Do you remember the night that Cassie and me officially got together was here? And it was the night that I got a concussion, and
that is true.
I threw up, power went out. I took the only bathroom for 2 hours.
But what were we drinking?
Well, we started off with whatever that blue stuff was.
Yeah.
And there was some other pink stuff. And then there was some beer.
Yeah.
And then we were drinking Mad Dog 2020 in the hot tub. All right. Well, that's where it ended.
Whoa. What? Say that again.
Mad Dog 2020 in the hot tub.
In the hot tub. That's what happened. Mark
don't do it.
Mark was hella
I stood
drunk.
up. I hit my head off the deck.
Oh, concussion, fell down. It was a mess. A
good time though.
This is how you know keepers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like circling back here, right? Like, so we're in Pittsburgh. These are the types of things that Pittsburgh people do. I didn't realize that I had a Pittsburgh accent until I met my wife.
Accent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And accent.
Accent.
And I met my wife, and she's from Jamestown, New York. And so we go up there, and like we've been up there like maybe once or twice before. And she was like, "I'm gonna take you into town. We're gonna go to the bars." And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, "All right, cool, man. Well, like it's like, you know, football season. I'm gonna wear my Steelers jersey. We should be good. Like, and if somebody wants to start a
Buffalo
problem,
town, right?
Gin's got a problem with it. Yeah, it is Buffalo Bill town.
Yeah.
But it's like Gin's got a problem with it. Come at me. I'm wearing a Steelers jersey because we're in the playoffs.
It's like body armor.
Yeah. So you know, Jamestown, New York, and I'm not shitting on it, has 3 bars.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
No. Like their main strip is like 2 bars and like a dance club with pool table in the back. Anyway, so we get to the first bar.
Grass rail.
Yeah, where there's like 13 people in it, and like my wife had already been living in Pittsburgh for years by that point, so she understands like, okay, this is not going to be like Southside. She was like preparing me for it. She's like, "No, honey, it's not going to be the same. So just be prepared for that." And I'm like, "All right." And we get there, right? And like I'm wearing a Steelers jersey, and the first thing I see is this big like sign that says, "You're in Bill's country now," right? And I think I've told you this story. Some dude comes up to me, and like I hadn't even had a beer at this point, and he comes up to me and he's like, "You wearing a Steelers jersey in Bill's country?" I had to look at this motherfucker and go, "Yo, y'all motherfuckers got a country?" No, motherfucker. I come from a place that has a country. All right, y'all might have a small village.
Yeah. You have a commonwealth.
You have you got a congregation of people here, but you ain't got a fucking country, dog. I come from Steelers country. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, and this dude just looked at me and he was like, "Okay."
You know what? All you got to do to a Bills person, a Bills fan, is say, "That's right. How many Super Bowls do you guys have?"
Oh!
0.
Justin, if you're listening to this, Justin Bradley, I'm so sorry, but
no, I got a lot of Bills. I got a lot of Bills fans as friends, and you know what? I love what your team's doing right now.
Yeah, good job.
I do. But you ain't got any Super Bowls yet.
I ain't even gonna front. Like after the Steelers were out, I was like, "Go Bills!"
I was too.
Yeah.
They went to 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And lost all 4.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
It's too much.
Oh, you know, we were talking earlier too. As Pittsburgh people, we were talking about the purge, right? Which you probably heard in the beginning of this thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna purge in Cleveland and that. So any of y'all, when the purge happens Saturday, we're going down Cleveland and that. And Yinz, come with us.
Yinz, listen to me, all right? We're going to meet up downtown.
Dahntahn.
Get some Primanti Brothers.
Some Sammys.
Some Giant Eagle. And then we're going to get our supplies. And we're going to go to Ohio. Cleveland, matter of fact.
Yep. We're gonna go purge in Cleveland.
And we're going to do it COVID vaccination style. We're going to go first responders, bam, if you're a Cleveland Brown fan, and then we're just going to go after you from there. You know, Bengals, you're in Cincinnati.
We don't really give a shit about you guys, and you're kind of far away.
So it's mainly for the Browns.
Yeah, Browns.
And what's crazy is this is not a sports podcast, but like everybody in Pittsburgh, and Mark and I were just
talking. You bleed black and gold.
Yeah, like we're not even like really sports people, but like you bleed black and gold.
I mean,
like,
I love football. I love football, so for me, that's about the only sport that I really give a shit about. And even that, I really don't give a shit about
And the
the
Penguins.
sport.
And the Penguins. Let's face it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of games, but when you can keep up with them, yes. Yes, the Pens are where it's at, too. We don't have a baseball team.
Oh, no. Why would we ever want one?
I mean, we have one. And they're called the Pirates, but we don't like. They're the black sheep of the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they're the ones we don't invite to Christmas dinner.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we are a Pittsburgh-based podcast.
I like how he's clapping at him.
We like to
Pittsburgh-based podcast.
No, I'm doing that because my hands are fucking cold, bro.
Oh,
like,
well, I'm good.
Jesus Christ!
Here, put them between my legs.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I was gonna do it too.
I did too.
I might have thought about it. But no, for real, we wanted to get something out there. We want you guys to take a listen. And even if you don't like it, we're going to try to shorten them up so that you guys can actually listen to them. So they're not like a full hours long. We got some great special guests that are coming on. And I know we're already up to episode 27, but we're only like, 3 episodes or 4 episodes deep into season 2.
Yeah.
So we got some great, special guests coming on.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we want to talk about a lot of more Pittsburgh stuff.
Yep.
So if you think you got something that's really specific to Pittsburgh, which Western Pennsylvania, I don't know if you know this or not, and I may just be saying this because I'm a baker, but Western Pennsylvania is known for the cookie table at weddings.
Oh, yeah. That's Western PA thing, Southwest PA. Every wedding you go to here has cookie tables.
What's a cookie table?
A cookie table is a table full of cookies, and you can eat it there, and you could take some home.
Take them home. We sell boxes.
My Springfield, Illinois relatives have now taken that idea there.
Yeah.
So every event they do a cookie table.
There was actually going to be a documentary made, and my family's bakery was going to be featured in it.
The cookie table.
But yeah, like the cookie table is a thing in Pittsburgh where, you have your wedding cake, you have your food and everything, but you have to have like a shitload of tables filled with cookies.
Yeah. All kinds. Like there's special kinds too, like the Buckeyes. It's just a peanut butter ball covered in chocolate.
Yeah, the Russian tea cakes, which are also known as wedding cookies. They have different names.
Snickerdoodles usually in there.
Snickerdoodles, peanut butter or chocolate chip. Peanut butter sometimes, depending on
what's the Italian thin
pizzelles.
Pizzelles, yeah. Pizzelles are usually
dog.
there. I couldn't remember.
We sell D's Delights Bakery sells these things called Love's Touches, which are a vanilla pizzelle rolled up, filled with our Lady Luck cream and drizzled in chocolate. Not only that, we make heart-shaped brownies just for Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for something to get your Valentine for Valentine's Day and you want something sweet, dark, and chocolate, let me tell you about our brownie hearts. They're great. So anyway, pizzelles are another one that are always on there. Like I said, chocolate chip cookies,
there's a whole array usually,
which are cold doughs,
so cookie tables are one of my favorite things about Southwest PA.
It's awesome.
You go to a wedding somewhere else and there's not a cookie table, and you just think, God, you guys are so inferior.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You got cake? That's it? That's my
just
option?
cake?
Come on. This is a
I'm gonna house me
celebration.
some cookies. I can't tell you how many times I've gone and try to put my suit jacket away and there's 4 cookies in the pocket.
every time, because you're also drinking. Most weddings here in PA, and I'm sure in other states.
I don't think I'll go to your wedding if it's a dry wedding.
It's
that simple. I don't want to be there anyways.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true because we're there for you. We're supporting you and everything else.
But you got to be there for me.
Yeah, most of the time it's you're married.
Let's get drunk. Oh,
cool. So what's next for you guys?
Sex.
Living in Pittsburgh. Yeah, sex. Living in Pittsburgh, huh?
And only for a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyways, so Pittsburgh,
but in all honesty, if you have some artwork that you'd like to have shown on the show, let us know. We'll put it out.
If you want an interview, we'll send you a questionnaire.
Yeah, like in all honesty,
if you're good enough, we'll have you on.
We're looking for artists. We're looking for musicians. We're looking for people that
comedians, entertainers, anything
that's Pittsburgh oriented. We have a lot of friends. Let me tell you, from our years in the music industry, we have a lot of friends.
We're just good people. We have a lot of friends because of that.
We want to give some other people some opportunities out there to come on our show and to promote themselves. Let's see what you got, Pittsburgh. Real. Because like I said, we're here, man. This is our town. This is what we represent. And we want to be able to focus on the artists and the people that are coming up in our town.
Look on the edge of the viewer on the camera. There's a stink bug.
Fucking stink bug.
Yeah, he's walking around the edge. Stink bugs are another Western PA thing right now.
They're
a pain in the ass.
This is something that I wish I had a laser gun or something that could stun him from feet away.
He's on the camera though. We can't. Yeah.
There's literally nothing I can do.
You little shit.
Yeah. Fucking stink bug. How? It's 10
way
degrees.
Too cold, right? These are the ones that get in that hibernate in the wall for a little bit and then they pop inside.
Stink bugs are the worst.
He's crawling up.
I'm gonna fuck him up after this episode.
Oh yeah.
Over. So why don't you give me some final thoughts on your Pittsburgh episode? All right. Your yinz accent.
Final thoughts for yinz and at.
Sorry.
I think it was a weird sound.
It was kind of weird.
Did you hear that too? I thought I was farting, but
no. We'll say you were.
Okay, well, I'm cool with that. So final thoughts. I don't really have any final thoughts.
Yeah, you do.
Pittsburgh's a great town, great city. We used to be the corporate headquarters capital of the world at one point.
True.
And it's funny if you look at Pittsburgh from an aerial view and see how it's been laid out into the terrain around it. It's a beautiful, incredibly oddly engineered city. We have some of the best views coming out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel or coming down 279 into town, and you see that cityscape against the sky coming out of the Liberty Tube. So
we're the city of bridges.
We are. We have the most bridges in the entire world.
Yeah,
more than even Venice. And
think about that.
Yeah, and there's that sound again.
Yeah,
and it makes that sound like whenever air is escaping through I don't know, your throat or something, anyways.
Sorry.
So Pittsburgh's just one of the most unique cities in the world. And I love being from the city, yinz and yinz and gum band. And
he said gum
band. Y'all don't know what gum band is, do you?
Nah, but you can
down there that.
You can put it around your wrist while you're pushing your buggy.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Buggy.
Okay,
so, what's your final thoughts, sir?
My final thoughts. So I was born and raised here. This is all I know. What's funny is you don't think you have a Pittsburgh accent until you get somewhere and people are like, yo, you're from Pittsburgh, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And you're like, what gives you that impression? And they're like, I can tell from your accent. And you're like,
I don't have an accent.
What the fucking's talking about? You know what I mean? But so my final thoughts, Pittsburgh, the city of bridges, the city of rivers, to expound upon Mark's architecture, the city is actually built as a triangle. Mm-hmm. If you look at it on a map, it looks like it makes sense. However,
get into
it, and it is like Pan's Labyrinth to get out. And not only that, but you have 4.2 seconds to switch 4 lanes to where you need to be.
The Fort Pitt Bridge,
bro, it's so bad. We are the city of bridges. We have so many bridges, but we only have certain bridges that take you certain places. And when you're trying to get over on some of these bridges, you can't even see the signs of what lane you need to be in until you're literally feet before it. And then you're like, oh shit, I better hit the brakes and turn on a turn signal.
Yep.
So for anybody coming into Pittsburgh and trying to drive around Pittsburgh that is not from Pittsburgh, do yourself a favor, either get an Uber or get yourself a Pittsburgh friend.
Yeah.
And let them give you directions.
Or drive.
Another
let
thing.
Let them drive.
In my final thoughts, that Pittsburgh people do that other people
The Pittsburgh
may
left?
or may not do. Yeah. No, the Pittsburgh left is a thing.
It is.
But when we give
We'll
directions,
talk about that
right?
another time.
We don't give street directions.
Yeah, you're right.
we give like, I see you go down 2 blocks down there to Tippy's. You hang a left, and then you're gonna come like
You
one.
know where the old
maybe
Amico
like,
station was?
Yeah.
Down there and out, you'd make a left at that.
It used to be. It was like 5, 6 years, 20 years ago now. It used to be an Amico station.
Then you'll see the old Pizza Hut.
Yeah, then the Russians bought it. Then it turned into a KFC. But that place, then you make them a left there. We give like literally
Landmarks. We use landmarks for our directions.
to give our directions. And look, I am not shitting on the people of Pittsburgh because I love our fucking people and I love the.
I'm shitting on them even though I love them.
Dude, I'm just saying, I love everything about this city because it's a city of people that are geniuses, and it's also a city of people that like, how did you get here? Like, how did you survive this many years on
Your family
Earth?
had help, didn't they?
They did.
They
There's
had to.
something wrong here. Like, you know what I mean? But like, regardless, we're a blue collar working town that loves our beers, loves our teams. We have our routines. We have our own vernacular. We have our own traditions, our own things. And it's weird because normally this is something that you would see from like a religion or like from like a group of people, but our group of people is actually our city. And you can make the same argument for Boston and for New York and everything else. But I want you to know how special Pittsburgh's actually is. And we plan on showing more of that in season 2. More of how special Pittsburgh is. Maybe some 5 minutes with Mark will point out some Pittsburgh things. Same with me. We're going to have some Pittsburgh comedians come on. We're going to have some Pittsburgh artists, some Pittsburgh like crazy stuff coming up this season. And like I said, Mark, take us away.
I was trying to think of a song to sing.
There we go.
I was trying to think of a song to sing. If I had known that was coming out, I'd have something ready.
I'll tell you what.
Dale,
Yeah,
Dale.
that's not gonna work.
Daylight,
So
come on, me one go home.
we're gonna try something else.
Mizade.
You use a Dago? Me too.
Daylight, come on, me one go home.
Oh man.
One. Oh, I can't.
Mr. Tallyman,
Tally me bananas, daylight, come on, me one
All right,
go
well,
home.
apparently the computer doesn't.
No,
wanna
don't
work.
play anything because last time we played any music, even if it was ours, it gets like copywritten.
That's fucked
It
up.
was
We own
stupid.
that shit.
It was stupid.
We own that shit.
Well, we played somebody else's music too, though.
Well, fuck them. We own that shit too. We're from Pittsburgh, goddammit. We own everything.
Entitled assholes. We have some of the angriest drivers in the world. It's so much fun.
We do. And you know what's funny is I had to explain the Pittsburgh grit to somebody. So the Pittsburgh grit, are you familiar with this term? Grit, yes. When you pull up to a stop sign or a stoplight and you look over at the person next to you and they look over at you and they're like, fuck you.
I'd smile and wave like an idiot. I'm like,
I do too, because we try to press positivity, because what's the point of being negative, right? But the Pittsburgh grit is something that is totally real. That face of disgust that you're getting from the driver in the car next to you, that's the Pittsburgh grit. It doesn't mean anything at all. Please.
No, it's not personal.
Don't think it's anything personal. That's just our natural
It's
face.
more that they have nothing to smile about since the Steelers aren't in the Super Bowl.
There is no Super Bowl. There's no Super Bowl this weekend.
We'll talk about Pittsburgh drivers and the Pittsburgh left and stuff maybe in one of the next couple episodes, because there's a lot about drive
left
and Pittsburgh intersections. We'll bring up that graphic of all the different intersections and how like it's a bunch of these like lines, squiggly lines, and it's actual intersections in the city of Pittsburgh.
It is.
I live by one of them, so yeah. All right, so we'll do that, guys. But thank you guys for listening and watching. For real, we're trying to critique this so that, like, we want to give you more substance and less chaos, bullshit, less huzzahs and more info. We did drop the huzzahs. If you didn't notice, I thought about it. I put it down. It was fun while it lasted. It was,
but now we actually have like a decent looking studio. And
Do you ever tell people to listen, tell them to start at like episode 7? I do all the time.
I tell people to listen all the time. It'll be funny. They'll be like, hey, I just finished this podcast. I need something else. And I'm like,
LOUDdispatch. Start at episode 7.
Yeah, don't listen to anything else.
Anything before that was crap.
Look, I think we've got most of the kinks worked out. We'll see. There's obviously going to be more kinks coming up soon.
We're always learning.
We're always learning.
Oh,
and this
remember
season,
the chair.
Yeah.
$59.99.
Parking chair.
Or
Pittsburgh parking
just
chair.
ask for it.
And also, in the future, we plan on taking this on location as well this year.
Ooh.
We actually plan on doing, didn't we talk about doing like a Pittsburgh restaurant?
Yeah. We're going to review
there.
shit.
We're actually going to bring our family on this.
We're going to talk about that there art fest and stuff.
That there art fest. We're going to, maybe if the regatta's open, maybe we'll go down.
Oh, that regatta. Maybe someone else on a boat.
If you don't know what
you want to do it on a boat.
If you don't know what you got a regatta is, look it up.
Yeah. Get out of our city.
Yeah, get out of our city.
The homeless band was the best thing at the fucking Arts Fest last time I went. Oh, these guys were great. They traveled and man, they were so good. But anyways, all right. We love you guys.
Thank you so much for listening.
LOUDdispatch out. Be good to each other.
Yes, episode 27 in the books.